Good morning to all my friends and everyone out there. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here today, or this morning, or late night, however you want to look at it, from around the world. Having a little bit of trouble sleeping tonight, so I thought I'd come on and see if there's any of my friends or people out here that know me that would like to join me in my, it's not a nightmare, but it's just, is what it is. Sent out a few invitations, and we'll see if anybody decides to join in. It's East Coast time. It's 3:45 a.m. 3:46. Now it's 3:47. But I'm not probably going to stay on long. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody and wish you all the best during this unprecedented, chaotic, unwanted period in humanity around the world. There's so many things going on, not only here in the United States, but around the world that are just very troubling to most people. And maybe you're not sleeping because of it. I don't know. It's just what it is. We can't really change it, but I think that what we can do is together we can all get through it. I would hope. Yeah, it's I've got my health issues that keep me awake at night, from a little bit of leg pain, a little bit of back pain. Wake up, you know, very very good friend of mine who is no longer here. His favorite statement was that getting older is not for sissies, and he was right. But it happens to all of us. We're all on that descending path, and while we're here, we have to make the best of what we have. Tim Jackson, good morning, or late night, or you're in Australia, so it's good day, mate. How are things going in Australia today? Here it's just been blistering hot. Um, we were all kind of excited because Roger finally got his air conditioner late or yesterday. He got it hooked up late yesterday, just before supper time, I think, around dinner time. And he, last report I had from Roger is he thought he was died and gone to heaven because it's been ungodly hot for Roger, and we all know and love Roger Martin, who is the godfather of the Canadian Drone Hub channel. It's on every day, and yeah, Lynn and I and Val put some money in and got him the air conditioner and a couple of fans, one big box fan for downstairs, and another window dual fan set up for upstairs for Kim. It's supposed to be 105 there, I think, today, which is not good. Can't imagine, as you may know, Roger's a little older and he's got his issues, health issues as well. He's scheduled to get some surgery done to have several of his arteries going to his legs and lower part of his body replaced, because he has 5 stents and they're 90% blocked. So it's not good for him to be in that kind of heat. So we all pitched in and made sure we got it. That was another story. We ordered it because there isn't an air conditioner to be found in North America. We ordered it through Amazon, and of course, when it finally did ship, it sat in distribution center for a long time and was supposed to be shipped by one company. They handed it off to Purolator. Purolator got it and they hung on to it in Ontario for 3, 4, 5 days, and then they shipped it to Montreal, to their distribution in Montreal. And then at that point I called and raised a little bit of cane with them and says, this is not good enough. We're going to have to expedite this. I mean, Roger, having medical issues, should be getting this air conditioner. And so after making 3 calls, 3 separate occasions, finally I got some lady that seemed to get things done. And we decided, instead of waiting for them to deliver it from Drummondville, which is about 30 minutes away from Roger, that they would notify him the minute that it got to the Drummondville station, and he went and picked it up. So I guess all's well that ends well. But the lady that called Roger day before yesterday kind of was nasty to him on the phone. She wanted to know what the hell was going on with all of these 3 phone calls. And so I'm gonna send a scathing letter to Purolator and also to Amazon Canada. You got a download PC, huh? How's that new computer doing? I know you had a bunch of people coming over to help you put it all together, Tim. Hey, there he is. Can you hear me?
Hold on. I might have to leave and come back.
Well, I hear you.
Try something. Dun, dun, dun.
You got.
Okay. What about now? No, I can't hear you. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, anybody that's watching, Tim just built a new computer from the ground up, so that he has better internet and better computing. And it looked like he's on the right track for sure, because that was a great picture. And he should be joining us back again soon after he gets through his setup. And I can't hear you. I could hear you before, but I can't hear you now. Did you select the right microphone? I can't hear you if you're speaking. Hey, can you hear me? So you're having audio problems. Oh, Tim connected, said.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Jesus. That took a while. Oh my God.
Well, all of a sudden I got a little box popped up and says that we were connected. So
We're connected. Woo.
exactly. And I changed it over to speaker view so that we're both on at the same time,
Okay.
which is up on the very top. Are you seeing both of us on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now I'm up there. And
Okay.
then
What you do is up in the very top left, you take your cursor up there in the corner and you click on that box once.
okay. Meeting information. You are using enhanced encryption live. Let's go there. View stream on YouTube.
So
Oh,
up on the very top in the right hand corner of the black portion, it should say speaker view.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Oh, I can move me around. That's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yep. Yes, you can. So I take it the new computer is working good, huh?
I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
got 3 screens. It looks like a cockpit.
Oh, there you go. And yeah, I tell you what, the clarity is there, the sound is good, everything sounds and looks fantastic, Tim.
Am I lagging at all or
No, not at all. Not at all.
oh, this is great. I love it.
Not,
Ari is good. Ari is very good at what he does, I'm telling you.
yes.
Yeah, so it was good. I think I have a picture of it.
Well, it's probably good just to hang out with Ari.
Yeah, it was a good night. We had some good combos and everything. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was good to have him up here.
Yeah. Tim, what time is it over there?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. in the evening. Because I was worried about, I couldn't remember, because I know you've been on before with me when I've not been able to sleep and do a late show. But the whole thing is that I was trying to calculate in my mind what time it was over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. I'll show you a picture. I don't know if you can see it. That's my base station.
That's nice. You got it going on there.
Oh, it's unreal. And I'll show you another picture. Let me sit back. I'll take it right now. And I'll even put my beer in it. There you go. I'll show you this one. That's the computer that Ari built.
Oh boy, it's a nice one.
She's.
Well, you gotta be happy.
Yeah, well, after 5K.
Yeah.
It hurt
that's the thing. The good stuff is not cheap, is it?
Yeah, it hurt the pocket a little bit, but I'll make that back.
Hey, Peter Carroll's here. How you doing, Peter?
Oh, you should get Peter Carroll up here. Come on, Pete.
Hey, go ahead and send him a link if you want to. I don't have his address.
Oh, I don't either.
Oh, I was going to say just forward it to him.
Yeah, I would, but I don't have it.
Yeah. Peter,
Peter. Yeah.
if you want to put your email in there, I can copy it and then have it, Peter, in the chat. And then after I copy it, you can just go ahead and delete it. Unless you're not, unless you're
So
not,
what,
not able.
yeah. So what's going on? What's going on, Paul?
Well, the world kind of is going to hell pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But
all the different things going on around the world, it's just kind of, you got to sit back, shake your head, and say, well, tomorrow's another day.
that's right. That's about
Been
right.
getting a little bit of flying in, but
no, I
it's
saw you.
hot.
Yeah, it's that hot up there, huh? Jesus.
It's like, well, right now it's like 80 degrees, and
Wow.
it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's like I left America in like 2003, and the way I hear it, the weather over there is unreal, unreal. It's changed so much. I mean, north, south, east, west, everywhere.
Okay, Peter, I got it. Let me see.
Oh, Peter is going to be up on live.
Yes.
That'll be good to see him. He's a good bloke. I like him. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I got my Mavic Air 2, yeah. So do you think this is the right? I don't know. I was going to ask Ari, but you would probably know anyway. Is this the right SD card that I got for it? It's a 64.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You can use even bigger ones if you wanted to, but the 64 should work just fine.
Okay, because the other day Ari was saying I need a card reader, so I got this one, and it just hooks in USB, and it has all the slots in it. Well, not sorry, it has all the slots in it there on that side, and I guess that's the right one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it, but that little thing right here, $80.
Holy
It's
cow.
crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm sending out the email right now, Peter. It is on its way, winging its way around the world.
Yeah, Peter's down south from me. I think he's in Melbourne. I'm not sure.
Ah,
I haven't seen him in a while. I've seen him in chat.
have you?
Yeah, but like I made an ass of myself being on Rodney's live because I was lagging so bad on my laptop. It was just.
Well,
Yeah.
you're shooting the big gun now. That new computer, you ought to be able to
So
talk to anybody, everywhere.
I'm hoping I'm going to try all 5 of my children, well, 4 of them, all at once. And, I meant to get a hold of my daughter, but she wasn't up, so I just got done downloading Terminator Dark Fate,
Oh, really?
and it downloaded in an hour. I was like, holy crap.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing really the only thing is I need to get the Wi-Fi a lot better. I'm getting in the morning about 34 download and 4 up, but in the afternoons it's probably, I don't know, 28 download and 2 up. So I gotta get it better than that.
Yeah, the Roger, of course, you probably saw on his channel. He's all excited because they were out surveying, getting ready to put a fiber optic in his neighborhood.
He's got a week left, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got longer than that.
Uh,
They said within the next 5 months.
That would be awesome, but that would
Yeah.
be great for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy was doing a survey, which was getting ready. He had a great big long pole with an antenna on top, and he was checking for radio frequency interference pole to pole to pole.
Awesome. So he was going from span to span to check the dB rate.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
So does he know? Did he tell him what kind of signal that Roger will get?
No, but what Roger did tell him what he was getting, and the guy just shook his head and laughed. He says, "Oh my God!" He says, "I don't." He says, "That's like dial-up." He said.
It is. Believe me, I know. Yeah. I told Ari my figures, and I even showed him when he was here. But the one thing that's funny, I put my mobile phone over on my other desk behind me over on the right, and I was getting 32 download and 5 up. And I was like, okay, so I hotspotted it until I got this new modem. I got a modem that it's a 3G modem. I'm looking for a 4G, but I'm getting 2 bars. 2 bars solid. So yeah, it's doing all right. So how are you feeling? Are your legs hurting you tonight, or
Yeah, my knees, my legs, my back. You know, it's just, you know, you get up there in age, and pretty soon it just, I'm okay with it. I just, you know, it's part of the process, and I know that there's a lot of people that are a lot worse off than I am, but it does curtail what you feel like doing. It's like when I jump in the car and go down and get a ship, it's like I'm not just bouncing into the car and heading out like I used to, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll continue on as long as I can, and God willing, and then when it's all said and done, I've taken the philosophy, Tim, that I've had a very full life, done a lot of things, met a lot of great people, been places, and so, you know, if I were to die tomorrow, I can't complain, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody gets old, and I'll get old too, but probably not as old as you because.
Hey, Peter.
But I reckon you got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter. I don't see Peter. Where's Peter?
You don't see him?
No.
He's right down in the back. Are you watching the other stream, or are you watching the YouTube stream?
No, I'm on gallery view. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. I got it. Yeah, Peter, how are you doing, sir?
Hi, Tim.
Good to
see
see
you. Peter, how you doing? It's the first time we've been on together.
Yeah, it is, Paul. Good to be here.
Good to great to have you. We were just reminiscing about things, but Tim is all excited about his new computer.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter, I think I turned it off. Actually, got a mic now.
Oh, very good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds a lot better than your old laptop.
Oh my God, my laptop is going to go in the Stone Ages. I'm telling you, it's right back there.
Yeah. That's going to be in Tim's electrical museum.
That's right. That's right.
But, is my audio okay?
Yes, Peter, your audio is good. We see you well. How are you today, sir?
I'm very good, thanks. Yeah, very good. Yeah, we're just going into another 6 weeks of lockdown now because of that coronavirus.
I heard about that.
Yeah, starting
more. Yeah.
Yeah, starting midnight tonight.
What's that? The second wave?
Yeah. No, because it was all going well there for a long time. We're only getting, like Australia wide there for a long time, we're only getting sort of less than 10 new cases a day.
That's right.
And because we had a lot of people coming in from overseas, and what they were doing, they were putting them up in hotels, you know, for their 14-day lockdown before they'd let them back into society. And a lot of the security guards weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. They were sort of letting people out on the odd occasion, and they weren't wearing masks and all this sort of stuff. And just sort of taken off again. You know, once it takes off, it spreads like wildfire.
Well, the thing,
Yeah.
the thing that I don't, well, I do understand because nobody ever agrees, is that even the so-called experts don't agree on anything.
Yeah, but
I watched on our news last night. They're saying now that it's not all of. They're talking about this herd immunity. In other words, like the reason that some places are better than others is because they're developing herd immunity. And even though the numbers in the United States, the numbers are continuing to grow, you're still at only like 0.9% of the population.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
but I mean, who is it? Who is it? Peter Palaszczuk, right? Palaszczuk. She was trying to open up the borders and everything, and yeah, she finally got it. But and then I heard that Melbourne was opening. They were having people come to Brisbane. Is that true?
I think they were trying to divert, I think, flights away from Melbourne. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, to stop the amount of people coming into here.
Yeah. It's unreal. I mean, I don't understand it.
Well,
But-
as Australia is a major hub in that region of the world, I would imagine you got people coming and going from Australia all the time, as long as
Oh,
it's
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but they stopped it now. We closed our borders, but we're working on opening up borders in our territories. And
Okay, so
that's what they're
you're
working
not
on.
able to cross between one territory to the other.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
It's-
I think some of them are open, like Victoria here. We're sort of locked off now. The border between Victoria and New South Wales was open, but the last couple of days that's been closed now. So we're Victoria sort of locked off from all the other states. And
Canada went through something similar. They I think it still is. You can't go from one province to another.
Yeah.
So
I think Queensland is still shut down, isn't it, Peter?
I believe it is. Yeah. I think I'm not too sure about the other states because I think it's things are pretty well under control in Western Australia, South Australia, Northern Territory. I think even Queensland I think is pretty good now. There isn't much happening in Queensland.
Northern Territory is doing pretty good. They haven't had one in what, a month? I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But we've been getting over 100 a day here recently. So
170 or 60 today.
yeah, I think yesterday was 190. What was today? It was either 130 or 160 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because I got a friend in Melbourne. We were going to go down there in about a month, and he called me today and he goes, "Nah." I was like, "Man."
Yeah.
Because he built a new house and he wants to have a housewarming party finally, but we can't get down there to see it.
Yeah.
Is it affecting your economy at all over there?
Oh, it is a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It certainly is. Yeah, because a lot of the businesses have to close down. Putting people off. There's unemployment shot up. Yeah. So.
And more, I would imagine more and more people that can work from home are working from home.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 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 A lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
but a lot
talk
of
over
people are
here is
starting to go back to work,
even
but
if
they're not really doing
the talk here is even if that were to get better, a lot of them are saying I'm going to continue to work from home.
Yeah.
Well,
I think a lot of people will. I think now because I think a lot of the businesses realise that it works well. So why not? You know,
Sure.
probably be easier on them too if they don't have to provide facilities. You know, for the people in their workplace there. So.
That's right. And Noosa, it's like Noosa Cinemas. You know where Noosa Heads is, right?
Yeah.
Peter? They Noosa Cinema shut down. It's totally shut down now.
Right.
So, and that was the best theater around. I reckon it was nice and small, big screen. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut it down.
Is there any problems with like your ranchers or your farmers or things over there? Or?
Not really. It hasn't really affected the rural areas very much. It's mainly in the city areas. It's like
See,
the-
over here, the price of beef like skyrocketed instantly.
Well, yeah, it has rocketed because of all the drought and stuff,
Mm.
but it's starting to equalize out. But yeah, it's not really affecting it that much.
Uh.
I don't think. I don't
Because on this lockdown, they're going to put in place tonight. That's only for the Melbourne, that's capital of the state of Victoria, the Melbourne metropolitan area, and I think one shire immediately north of Melbourne, which is getting a few cases now. The rest of the rural areas aren't sort of affected at this stage.
Ah,
Hopefully, it'll stay that way.
Yeah, keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's unbearable.
so Tim, have you been getting any flying in, or Peter, have you been doing any flying?
No, I haven't done any flying. In fact, I haven't done anything this year at all, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've got a bit of a bad knee that makes it hard for me to get around at times, and so I
Sure.
haven't really done. I was sort of planning on getting out, and then this virus thing hit, so I haven't sort of bothered since then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Crap. That's crap. Yeah, I haven't really flown in about 3 weeks.
I'm kind of spoiled. I can get out and fly 2 or 3 times a day if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wish.
But the problem is, Peter, here is, and I was telling Tim, it's been like 90, 95 degrees
All right.
every day. And it's like, that's not a lot of fun out flying.
No, it looks like the place where you fly from is very, very easily accessed. So
Oh, yeah.
You-
Yeah.
you sort
I
of-
only live, all of those videos, those ship videos, are 1 mile from my house.
right.
Wow. Man, I wish I had a backyard like that.
Yeah, so you just drive down to the river, jump out of the car,
Yep.
and put the drone up.
Yep.
that's-
Yeah, and if it's real hot, I leave the Tahoe running, and Mia sits in the front seat and watches me while I fly, and then I come back in the car and come home and edit.
There you go.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to already put Adobe Premium on my computer.
Uh-huh.
That's
Premiere,
a little bit different. Yeah, that's a little different. I'm like, because I got a 10-minute video on my YouTube. I want to take it off and cut it down to like 5 minutes or something, But wow, that's a learning curve.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Yep. Well, the other thing that helps, I don't know if you guys notice it or not, but in my ship videos, I'll ramp the speed up. Like when I'm going down, the ship's going by, I'll take and I'll bring it up to 150%, like 1.5, 1.75. Then as I get to the back, I'll start reducing it back down again. And it helps shrink it down. My goal is to try and keep them anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes at the max.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's hard to keep people interested after that sort of time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And when I look at my analytics, they're only watching about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes of any video.
Right.
That's why when I post it on Facebook, I usually I shoot everything in video, and then I pull out whatever photos I want, like usually 7 of them. And then when I post it, on Facebook, you can put 5 pictures. It does 2 big ones and 3 other ones on the side. And then I put in there the link to the video.
Okay.
That way, the people that just want to see a picture of what I'm doing, it's there. And then if they want to click on it, because I have the link right in the description, they can go see the video.
That's all right. That's a lot better. Like the 10-minute, it's like when I went from a 1 and 30-minute video to 10-minute.
Right.
It was like, oh, that was a bad idea. And I should have never done it. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So how many ship movements would they have through that river where you are, Paul?
It's
sort of a day.
It is constant. It goes
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like the one I just did. I'll share it with you guys.
So,
This is my post in one of my.
Peter, what trip do you have?
Sorry, Tim.
I saw that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
and
Peter.
then-
I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah.
And then down below, what I do is I copy this right here. And then I put it down here. And I just take off this top off here. So
Okay.
when you put in just for video, whatever, that is this line. And then it automatically pulls up this because I already have it up here.
All right.
That was on your Facebook. I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put that on like 5 or 7 different Facebook pages. 2 of them are ships of the Great Lakes. And I don't know, Peter, are you anywhere close to ships or anything, or?
Not really. Probably probably maybe an hour or so away from the sort of port of Melbourne. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a very, and I'll show you guys this. Okay. This is how I keep track of the ships.
I got that one, I think. It's
Right there. Marinetraffic.com. Anybody. And you can see ships from around the world.
Okay.
So you can go over to where you guys are and you can see them all.
Right.
And when you zoom in,
That's why we're getting the COVID.
Yeah.
No, just-
Oh, the boat's coming here.
you can see the ones that are passenger vessels. You can see the ones that are regular like freight. And the red
Okay.
ones usually are tankers.
Right.
And when you click on it, let's just pick one and click on it. Not that I want to bother you with this, but if you click on this, that's the name of the ship, tells you the speed, and position received was 13 hours ago. But when you click on it, it brings up the ship, and you can actually go and see more details about that ship.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, cool.
And it's a free app. That's marinetraffic.com.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, go back to that site. I was going to have you look at, I was going to show you where I'm at.
Okay.
I was going to show you where I'm actually, yeah. So if you
That's-
go there and you'll, sorry, Peter.
I was just gonna say that app's the same as like that flight radar is for aircraft.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
For aircraft. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
It
is.
would be. Go
Okay.
to the map where Australia was, where you were. Okay, you see on the left where it says Mackay?
Right here, McKay.
No, yep, where it says, yeah, it's Mackay. Now you
Okay.
go follow that down along the shore.
Oh, down the shore.
Down the shore, follow it down. Hey, it's 8 Point. Woo-hoo. Keep going. And you'll hit a little town called Noosa.
There's West Hill Island.
Yep, West Hill Island. Yep. Keep going. There's the old Bruce Highway still getting worked on. There's Rosewood Island. Yep. Keep on going down the.
Where'd we go?
Yeah, I think I don't know where you at now. Where are you at now?
Let me go out here.
Yeah. Wild duck. I don't know. Paul, Peter, you think he went too far? No, there's
Shoalwater.
Stockyard.
Bun Gun. Keep
Yep.
going. Yeah, there's. Yep, keep on going. There's Camp Island. There's Camp Island right there. Yep, keep on going down the. And you'll run across a little town called.
That's like a little peninsula there, isn't it?
Yep,
Harvey Bay.
Fraser Island. That's down by. Yep, that's Harvey Bay. Keep on going. Keep going. You're coming closer, and you'll see right there. Okay, you'll see Caloundra right there. Keep on going down. Oh, no, it's right there. So you'll see. That's Chimera. That's too far down.
There's
where am
Brisbane
I?
just up, there's Brisbane just up the top there.
Yeah, go up a little bit.
Yeah, here's Brisbane.
There's Morayfield. Keep on going up. Yeah, that's Bribey. Keep going up. Caloundra, Golden Beach, Mooloolaba, right there, right around there. Okay, go in between, right there. Noosa Heads. See Noosa Heads?
Right at the top
Right
of the
there?
screen.
Yep. And to the left of that is Karoy.
Yep.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
In fact, what we can do is you can change what's nice about this, you can go to satellite map.
Oh, you'll see me. See Black Mountain right there.
Yeah.
That's where I am. Mhm. Oh, you're gonna find my house. You're gonna find my house. All right, go where Karoy and Black Mountain, in between Karoy and Black Mountain. I'm right there.
Okay, you're right in here.
See where the letter B is on Black Mountain? And that T intersection?
Right here?
That's my house. Up, not up further to the left, right there where your cursor is. Black Mountain Road and Black Mountain Range Road, the T intersection right there. That's my house right there, right there. See the white roof? See the white
Right here?
roof? Not up. Go up. And take it to the left. You got to go to the right. Sorry, to the right.
To the
No,
right?
to the right. Yeah. No. Back. No, back the other way. Right there. No, back.
This is your house?
No. Keep on going. Oh, you missed it. Okay. Keep
Oh, wait a
going.
minute.
To the right. That S bend. Okay. Now go up a little bit.
Up.
Yes, Black Mountain Road.
Yeah.
Follow Black Mountain Road around that S bend. No, not that one. The other Black Mountain Road. That's Black Mountain Range Road.
Okay.
I can show you right where it is. You saw the roof of my house. No,
Right
it says right there. Stop right there. Stop.
Right there?
Stop. Okay,
Okay.
see that white roof? That's me.
Right
Okay.
there?
Yep.
Your neighbor's got a pool.
Yep. That's my landlord. She has a pool. Yep.
Ah. There
I,
you
think
go.
I can see you standing outside there, Tim. I think.
Yeah, it's a
See
small
now
world.
where the road is, where the Black Mountain Road is, where them trees, I live on the side of the mountain, sort of. So from the road, it goes down about 7 meters. The driveway is really steep, as Ari will tell you. So I'm on the side. So I had to put a 6 meter antenna mast up, and I'm pretty sure now it's showing my pot belly thing there. But I had to put a 6 meter mast up to get good Wi-Fi, because if you go from the left up a little bit, that's where the towers are. So I got to point it straight to that.
Yeah.
That's my house.
That's
See,
cool.
if you look at my videos, you can see that field. That's the same field that I pan up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember those.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it here. But I can't, with the Mavic Air 2, I can't take it off my veranda because corrugated iron for a roof.
So you can't get a
No
good
satellites.
good positioning.
No, I can't get satellites. I'll get about 6. It's not worth it. I'm not losing that. That's too expensive.
Oh, hell no.
No way. I still want a hard case for it. That's why I've been trying to get AUV, but they don't have one in yet. That's what I want.
Your GPC?
That's American, and it'll take me about 2 months to get it. And UAV is right down where Ari lives, and it will take an hour and a half drive. I can go down and just pick it up. So,
One thing that had me intrigued with the ship videos, Paul, was I was just wondering, all those ships that you video, they're all they're all ocean-going ships. I was just wondering how they got out to the ocean. But then I did a bit of research and I realised there's a canal that was put in.
Yeah, there's a set of locks. Yep.
Up towards Toronto there. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's like ships. These are downbound. I'm down here, right across from Sarnia, Ontario, right here, Port Huron. And so when they're upbound, I get them on the north side of the bridges, and southbound, I get the south side. So what you have now coming right now is the Cuyahoga, which is the older model, what I call the classic, is upbound, and he's doing I would say 8.6 knots because the water level is really high along there, so they're kind of dialed back. But out here, they'll get up to 12, 13, 14 knots. But as you can see, there's quite a few ships moving, and most of all of these ships, like that ship right there says going to St. Clair, that's a power plant right down about here.
Okay.
So he'll go by me. That's the biggest ship on the Great Lakes. 1,028 feet long.
Wow.
What ship is that?
Paul R. Tregurtha.
Wow.
Yeah, he's huge. I mean, there it is. He's huge.
So from Toronto, from the Toronto area, to get out the ocean, they have to go up through the what's that? St. Lawrence River, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the ocean out there, and there they come in like this.
Yeah.
And then they got a set of locks. They've got locks.
You see where Rochester and Buffalo is in New York?
Yep.
I put all the cable in Buffalo, Irwin, Elmira. Yeah, I was a linesman, and we built all the cable up there. Cable TV. Yeah.
Here's the locks. One set of locks right here.
So it shows them by that upper. That's pretty cool.
And then there's another set of locks right down here where they actually built a viaduct past, because this is Niagara Falls.
Oh.
Okay, so they built this viaduct that goes past it, and they have several locks they go through as they go down through here.
Oh.
In fact, as you, if we look at the satellite map, you might be able to see the locks. See, there's a set of locks right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
So does it raise the water like how it does on the what's the name?
it actually lowers because inland the water's higher. And
Okay.
that's the reason, if you notice, on this set of locks down here, you'll see actually the spillway. See how all that water's headed out.
Okay.
So the water table is always higher as you go inland. And so here's another set of locks right here. They
That's
can do
impressive.
several at a time. And there's another set of locks there.
That must have been quite a project to put that canal in.
Oh yeah, that was a multi-year project to not only put that canal in, but also to build the locks. And the locks are controlled by the Army Corps of Engineers. And
Okay.
You see how tight it was? You see how tight it was getting through there?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like,
when those
ooh.
ships, that's why some of the bigger ocean-going ships can't come in there. They've been talking for years about expanding the lock system so that some of the bigger ships can come up through there, but they haven't done it. Some of the bigger ships, if you saw how tight it was, when they go in there, there's only like 1.5 feet on each side. And you're talking about 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 footers, you know.
There's Matt. Matt's in the chat.
Yeah, just spotted him there.
Hey,
I did too. I look to the right and I'm like, oh, that's Matt. You should get him up here too.
I sent him a link.
We'll have a 4 thing.
We don't want him
So-
here, do we?
Well, the next thing I'd have, if Matt came in, I'd have to get a hold of Adrian somehow.
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
no,
just-
no.
I'll
Don't do
just-
that.
I love the way those two play off each other. It's just hilarious.
What I wanted to ask Peter, what drones you have? I'm pretty sure you have the Spark, yeah?
Oh, the first one I got was I think, about early last year. I bought the Tallow, the little Tallow. That was the first one. I thought that only cost a couple of $100 or a couple of spare batteries and a controller and that sort of stuff. So I thought I'll give it a try and see if I like it. So I spent a couple of months just flying that around the house and crashing it multiple times. And then I took it outside for a while. I went up to one of the local reservoirs, took it up there and flew it around. But it's only got because it's only
really?
Wi-Fi. So it's only got a range of about 100 meters or so on it.
Mm.
So I thought, this is a bit of fun, and took a few videos there. And I met a guy up there when I was out there. He came up with a Mavic Pro Platinum, and I was just sort of packing up to go home, and he came up and was having a chat, and he got that thing out of the case and got that flying around. I thought, wow, that's a bit of a change from the old Tallow. So a few months after that, I ended up going out and buying I got the Mavic Pro Platinum, first Mavic.
Oh, whoa.
There you go.
Which
Nice.
is which I think I've only flown it about 3 or 4 times so far. But
How does it fly? Because I was going to get the Platinum.
it flies good. I haven't had a lot of experience with other ones, so as far as I'm concerned, it flies pretty well.
It flies
Yeah.
a hell of a lot better than the Mavic Mini, yeah.
Oh yeah, when you step up, well, the thing of it is, even the Mavic Mini is super stable.
Yeah.
When you step up, you get a little bit heavier aircraft. You can fly it in more wind. You can, a lot of things, that you can do.
That's the reason I got it, because my back off my veranda is here, so my yard goes like this.
Yeah.
And it just, so you can tell about the wind coming east or west. It's going to get hit. Once you get out of there, it's calm. So every time I flew my Mini there, air warning. I was like, oh, Jesus. So now my Mavic Air 2, shoot, not a problem. It just flies very stable.
Very good and stable. Now when I was before I got rid of all of my Inspire fleet, those Inspires were awesome to see, not only because of takeoff and the arms go up, but the fact of the matter is they would tilt down into the wind. You could have 30, 35 mile an hour winds, and that baby just tilt down and go.
Yeah.
I never had it, even in the highest winds, I never had it where it wouldn't do at least 25. But the other thing that was interesting about the Inspire, on the controller, you could flick the switch and put the arms down. And with the arms down flying it, you could get almost 50, 55 miles an hour out of that thing.
Wow.
That's nice. What have you ever saw the Power Egg?
Yeah.
That thing cracks me up. It cracks me up. And
Well,
it's just
I tease John DiNardo all the time about the eggs, the different, the big ones and the small ones, and I keep, because John bought my one of my Enterprises from me, and
cool.
and he likes that. John's real careful what he buys. He's got several of them.
Oh, really?
And I keep telling him, I says, B&H Photo right there in your neighborhood, they've got those eggs. Nah, I'm not getting an egg. You get an egg.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But they come in different sizes, do they?
Yeah. Well, they've got that new one that came out that's got the covering to go in the water.
All right. Yeah.
It reminds me of a hamster ball.
Yes.
There's a hamster ball around.
And what you have to do is the legs don't fold. You have to click them into place. So what you can do is unclick the arms with the motors, and then you can grab that round little ball and use it as a
There's a
camcorder.
video camera. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah,
I
and
mean-
you know, the other one that kind of intrigued me was the splash drone.
Oh,
The
well,
one
that
the
can
one
go
that-
underwater, can it?
Yeah, it can go under it. Well, there's I think Splash Drone and a couple other companies made the submarine, but this one was it was an orange, and it kind of looked like an orange version of a Phantom, and you could dunk it in the water and you
It
just
does. It looks exactly like it.
yeah, take it off. And
Yeah.
but
Well-
then I started hearing about, you know, it's got a little rubber seal on top where you have to screw it down on, and that's
Yeah.
the batteries inside. And that over time they started to develop a leak.
Uh,
Yeah, but so would you have to put silicone on that every time you open it?
I would, but no, they said no. But
I would. Yeah.
because you would think that little rubber ring, because the rubber ring just tucks down in there, you would think that it would get brittle after a while and maybe a few cracks and
Yeah, it would. I mean, actually, it would. But Peter, did you ever get the mini?
no.
Do you
No,
want a
it's a
mini?
bit of a- no, I've got two more than I'm using at the moment right now. No,
I'll sell it to you because you live in Australia, so I don't have to pay that much
shipping. And all.
shipping. I'll give it to you for 100. I'll give it to him for 100.
Ooh,
I'll probably
100 on a
worry about
mini. Wow.
I'll send it to him. Fuck it. You
Just
can have it.
send it to him. Tell him if he likes it, flies it. If he doesn't, send it back. You know.
Yeah, there you go. Just don't look at my flight log.
I think I'll stick with the two I've got. I think.
Well, the sad part about the mini is it has zero of all the extras that I would call like a collision
Yeah.
avoidance, which
It doesn't.
I fly with it off all the time anyway. But a lot of guys, till they get used to it, like to have them on. But in most cases, I'm not flying under trees or around trees or whatever. I'm flying out in the open around ships and things.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you look at the mini, it looks like a pre-example of what the Air was going to be. The Air
Yep.
2.
Yep.
The front of it, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Looks like it.
But
Yeah.
the downfall is it's Wi-Fi, you know.
That's right.
But it's they say it's enhanced Wi-Fi, because I have a mini and my mini's just sitting there. I bought it the first week back last fall, and I've flown it twice, and I've got the combo sitting over here, because
Yeah, me
next
too.
to it I have the Air 2, and next to it is my go-to drone, which is the Mavic 2 Zoom. You know, so
Mhm.
that's the one I grab all the time.
But-
Is the 2 Zoom.
My Air 2 right there. It's in the bag. All batteries charged. I'm just waiting for a day to fly it. That's
Well, the Air 2, whenever you might see a ship video, I always notate it in the description as being with the Mavic Air 2.
okay. I'll check them out because I want to see how
Yeah.
it flies. I flew it
And the
twice.
reason I'm not flying it that much,
And,
Peter and Tim, is on my Zoom, I bought that big expensive Crystal Sky Ultra. And when I get out in the sunlight, you don't need shades or hoods I mean, it's just there. And
well, I was checking out Maverick 2 Zoom plus the smart controller would cost me 2,300 Australian dollars.
yeah.
So I was that close from getting it, but I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
see, a lot of the guys that have the Air 2 and the Mini, you cannot use the smart controller with them, which has the Crystal Sky screen. So, and they
Oh,
keep
so you
promising,
can't use it with Air 2.
no, and I
Huh.
can't use my Crystal Sky Ultra with my Air 2 either. I still have to use an iPad. So,
So we gotta wait for the firmware update. We
Yeah.
gotta wait for the firmware update.
Yeah. And with this whole coronavirus thing, who knows if and when that's ever going to happen?
Because there was talk of it that the smart controller becoming compatible with the Air 2, wasn't there?
Right?
There've been rumors around for a while,
Yep.
but nothing sort of happened as yet.
No,
Well,
because
Yeah,
that's
there've
the
been
other
rumors
question
about
I
Maverick
have about
Cruise.
that's the other question I have about DJI. Why in the hell do they keep changing the program? You know, we started out with the Fly app, then the Go Fly app, then the Go 4 app, then the Pilot app was for the enterprises.
Yeah.
And now we have this Fly app is designed just for the Mini and the Air 2.
Well, maybe it's because you can only hold so much on one app. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So hypothetically, if you have 4 drones on one app, that's
You know,
enough.
in a world where we're flying all these drones, you'd think that somebody come up with a solution.
Oh, they probably got the next app coming and already in production. So
Yeah, it could be.
it'll be in a fly down app. I don't know. Heard it
Or
here
the-
first.
Or the Fly 2 app, you know?
Oh man, I got my other phone that I never use. I don't even have a SIM card in it, but I'm ready to get that Maverick 2 Zoom. I'm so close from getting it, and I'm thinking, I was like, oh, should I get it? Should I get it? And Ari told me, he goes, "That's a good drone. That's a good drone." Yeah, so
You've only had your air for a couple of weeks or something, and you want a Mavic 2 Zoom
Yeah.
already.
the problem is I got an addictive personality.
Yeah.
And I need to collect. See that display case? That's going to be all my drones. So yeah, already it's going to be 1, 2, 3 there.
Tim's turning it around into a show place.
It looks like it.
If I showed you this desk over here, you'd be like, it's all my gadgets that were excess from the build. And my problem is I bought like 4 antennas, and I got this one antenna I locked up, and I got full bars on my Wi-Fi modem, but nothing coming to the computer. And,
Okay.
and it has me stumped. Like it has Ari stumped.
Yeah.
And it's just, you don't know what's going on. But this one right here is giving me, like I said, about 18 down, 3, 4 up sometimes. So. Hey, Tim Mateo. That's bad.
You're getting as
That's
bad as
bad.
Adrian with all those drones.
That's what. Come on up, Matt. Tim Mateo. That's pretty bad. Do you hear it in the background? Is my fire alarm going off? Hold on. No, all right. Beep. When Ari came down last weekend, I went to Minor 10 and I bought a brand new ladder, like $230. And my landlord was out there when Ari came in, and I was like, I gotta change my fire alarm battery. It's making me crazy. And right when Ari stepped in, I was up on the ladder, and I was like, hear it? And I was like, I'm not going to be another Adrian. I'm not going to be another Adrian. LOL, hi hat. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And so I changed it. It was a good night. I had a good night.
Yeah. Sounds like you were having fun.
Yeah, he came up on Max Live, I think, for about 3 minutes, I think, 2 minutes.
Yeah, he was there for a short while.
Yeah, I was in the background going, hey.
So how did the computer build go smoothly? Any problems at all? Or?
Yeah, no, actually it went quicker than I thought. Like, did you see the pictures that I showed Paul?
Yeah, I saw the ones you put up on Facebook. Yeah.
It's amazing. But the only problem I still got this old monitor here. So I got 2 1080 monitors here, and then one that can only handle 720.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? So I gotta get 3 1080s or the 4K that Ari keeps on saying. It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
I was like, Ari knows his stuff, man. He's a legend. He's good.
Makes me all jealous. I'm sitting here on a 2000 2012 computer running an old i5 processor with no graphics card in it, just running off the just running on the built-in graphics on the chip,
Oh, wow.
and
You
a
gotta-
24-inch 1080p monitor. That's all I've got.
Peter, send me
Yep.
your address in Messenger.
Address.
Yeah, your house address in Messenger. Just send it to me,
He's gonna send you a little something.
and you don't hear nothing, see nothing. It's like that. What's that show back in the 70s? I see nothing, I hear nothing.
Well, that was Sergeant Schultz,
Yeah, yeah.
Hogan's Heroes. Yep.
Hogan Heroes, that's it. Send me your address, Peter. Seriously, in Messenger, and just yeah.
You got me worried now.
Oh, don't be worried. Don't be worried. Just you send me your address. I'm not coming there. I don't got that money, and I can't cross the border. that's a good thing. Just send me your address and Messenger, and we'll work it out.
You got to keep all you Queenslanders out of here.
I'm trying to keep the Americans out of here. What are you trying? You're trying to keep Queenslanders.
No, we've stopped all the Americans, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Good on them. Peter Carroll, I'll be careful, mate. No, come on. It's not like I'm going there. I'm gonna send Peter something. So I'll get his address, and he'll find out. It'll be about 2 weeks probably, because I don't think is that going to affect the shipping, Peter? Like when they close the borders?
oh, it shouldn't really.
No.
Okay. So you
But
should
if it's anything like Canadian Post, it's like, yeah, sometime this year.
Yeah, that's crap. Well, if he gives me his address, he should get it. Like, if I get it tomorrow, you should get it by, I don't know, a week if I put Express Post. It's not that much on Express Post, and I got my stuff within 2 days.
Okay.
So it's good.
There you go.
I'll consider it. Yeah.
Don't consider it. Send me your address, Peter, and don't worry about it.
Yeah, just remember, Peter, if something's on the porch and it's ticking, run
Yep.
like run like hell.
Yeah.
Oh, good on you. Nah, I'm gonna do that. When's your birthday, Peter?
September.
There you go. It's an early Christmas birthday present. There you go.
Yeah, according to Matt, can't go having the healthy Queenslanders in your infected state. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Matt, you coming up or what?
He was eating dinner last I knew.
He eats very quick. Just kidding. Just kidding, Matt. Just kidding. But yeah, it shouldn't affect the shipping.
Nah.
So if I get it Friday and I send it off then, you should have it next week. Should. I don't know. Find out. So you're working off of a laptop, Peter, just like how I was.
No, it's a desktop PC.
It's a desktop. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like laptops?
Never had a laptop. Never owned a
Yeah.
laptop. I only ever had either desktops or most of my computing stuff I do these days on the iPad, as I use 99% of the time.
So
Do all my video
Laptop.
editing on the iPad.
laptop would be good for you then. Give you something to learn. There you go. Learn. Yeah. My laptop, man. Oh my God. But I can say with Google, I like how Google is now. When you sign into your Google, it syncs everything.
Yeah.
So I signed into my Google and I was talking to Ari. I was like, this ain't going to sync. It's not going to sync. Everything came over. I'm like, oh. It was like a big sigh. I was like, oh my God. But my laptop's still over here and it runs pretty good with the decent Wi-Fi I have now. It's surprising.
Okay.
So It's not shutting down anymore. It's not freezing, but I think it just needs to be upgraded.
Right.
But if you give me your address, Peter, you won't have to worry about upgrading. Give me your address.
Yeah, I was thinking because I've got mainly Apple stuff. I was thinking of buying an Apple laptop, but they're extremely pricey.
No, you don't want an Apple lot. No, because you got to buy everything. If you download music, you got to buy it. And no. So you're still on Android, right?
No, I've got an Apple iPhone.
Okay, so if you already have an account for Google,
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
I've got an iPhone, got 2 iPads, got the Apple Watch, so I've got 4 Apple devices.
Hey, there's Matt.
Still left
Hey,
the door
Matt.
open.
Hello.
Be careful, Matt. Tim's gonna want your address too.
Don't give it to him.
I know.
He's collecting addresses.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
I don't wear
Oh.
a dress anymore, Tim.
I don't wear dresses either.
Yeah.
So how is the lag, Matt? Am I different than last time?
Yeah, it's not
And
too bad.
And he's not saying nothing. He just goes quiet. It's like I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
I was letting you know there's about a minute lag. No, it seems all right. mate. Yeah.
I can't win. Anyway.
It's been good most of the time. It's been your audio sort of cracked up a couple of times there, a little bit, but not most of the time it's pretty good.
Yeah, I moved back. And when I lean back, I need to bring this mic. This mic is gold. It's like, what the hell?
What did
Still
you
got
get?
the blue one.
Which
The
one?
Nano. The Nano.
Chuck it up the camera, mate. I mean, look at it. Oh yeah. Okay.
Nano Yeti.
Oh yeah,
She's
First-
pretty.
top shelf. Yeah.
That's what you need, Tim. One of these shock mount things.
Oh, come on. I'm not Jesus. I'm not as rich as you are, Pete.
He's got it all happening, mate. He's
I'm
got
telling you, he won't show the background because it's probably like TVs here, TVs there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's his blue screen behind him. That's not his room.
Oh, no, that's right. No.
His actual room looks like Artco's room that he got on blue screen.
And he's probably got that Mustang in the garage right now.
Oh,
that's
there's
his-
2 of them out there, actually.
Yeah, no, that's his drive around car. That's on the street, mate. The Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Good
just
one.
leaves that out there. Don't worry about anything else.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
good one's in the shed, mate.
Hey, I should have listened to you, Matt, before I bought this this cam. Hey,
Dude,
I don't like it. I don't.
no, it's pretty grainy. As I said, you got to be real careful with cams, man, and you can't go wrong with the 20 or 22. You know, they're proven entity, you know, and when it comes to buying stuff on Amazon or whatever, you really got to look into the and a lot of reviews and things like that. They're fantastic. There's people that don't care though, you know, they do the job.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah, I did. This is the only thing that I didn't ask people about. You know what I mean? And I just went and bought it. And I was like,
yeah, you thought, oh, webcam's a webcam. Yeah.
yeah.
But you did ask me, mate, and I said, don't go anything. And so I've already bought it. And I went, oh my God.
I'll buy that one this Friday because I gotta get speakers because when I get the other TV, it needs speakers. So I'm going to get surround speakers in the back of the TVs.
You're right.
I have to.
Mm.
But I'll get that camera. Yeah.
So that's the problem at the moment. A lot of this electronic stuff's hard to find, you know, because the shortage is everywhere on this electronic stuff. And like those those C922 cameras, I had a look at a while ago and Google on those, and most places seem to be asking close to $200 for them. I know.
Yeah,
I bought mine 18 months ago for about under 100. You know, so there are some top dollars for them, and they're very hard to find. You know, people have got them in stock.
yeah.
That's
Well,
like
I mean,
parts. Yeah.
I get mine on. I
Yeah.
got this on Gumtree. I bought it off a bloke on
Oh.
Gumtree for, I don't know, it was under $100 anyway.
Yeah.
No, you can't go wrong, mate. You know. Yes, but anyway, good to see you, Paul. Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you too, Matt. You know, I just love your videos.
Oh, thanks, man. Having a bit of fun with that lately. There's a lot of stuff to consider now that
Yeah.
you know, a camera upgrade, and all of a sudden you get into the editing side of things too, and you can go mental.
Well, that's what I tell everybody. You know, some people love to edit, and I'm not one of them. So when I do a ship video, because, you know, anytime you're out in public, everybody's got questions. And my girlfriend always tells me, she says, did you do a seminar again today? And, which I don't mind. I'm retired. And I, even though I'm a commercial drone pilot, I can be commercial drone pilot. I don't. I just have the license because I can. And,
Yeah.
but I tell everybody, I say, this is the fun part. Now comes the work. I got to go home and edit, you know?
That's right. That's right. One of my mates wants to get into it, and he goes, because he came out the other day when I went out to on that last video, and he checked it out, and he goes, oh, I can't believe it. That's awesome. And he goes, and then next day he goes, I got the drone bug, and he goes, can you help me pick a drone out? And I said, get a Mavic Pro 1. That'd get him started, you know, a nice stable drone. Anyway, and I said, but what you will find is that you will need to upgrade a lot of shit when it comes to your editing and computers and all sorts of things if you want to get into it, you know. And he goes, oh, how much will that cost? And I said, well,
Yeah.
ask
It's getting
Tim.
past the first little initial stage of getting the drone, and then everything afterwards.
That's right. You know, if you want to do anything decent with the footage that you can get and make the most out of the camera that you've got, then, you know, everything around it has to be upgraded.
Yes.
And, you know, they can be quite pricey.
Well, the thing about it is I love droning. I've been flying copters since about 1989. When my first one was 6 feet long and was a chainsaw motor. And it had a 2-channel Futaba radio, and if you kept it in the air, because there was no GPS, if you kept it in the air for 3 or 4 minutes, before you came down, you were a hero. But I just decided at that point, Matt, I'm not a fixer. I'm a flyer. I like to fly.
Yeah.
So it's like the FPV guys. God love them. But they get as excited about fixing something, repairing something, and ordering something for the one they just crashed than they do about flying it.
I know, and they do, and they have live shows devoted around fixing their crash drone.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them recently.
And that's just not that doesn't hit my hot button at all. So
No, it's like a badge of honor
yeah.
for them. It's if you haven't crashed one, you're not flying hard enough.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. That must be expensive, hey? After a while.
Well,
yeah.
you know, here's the thing is what I've figured out is, yes, it is very expensive if you add it all up, but they don't add it up. They buy a motor here, they buy a control unit there, they buy this, they buy that, and it all comes in bits and pieces. It's kind of like if you were to buy a Rolls Royce a little at a time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the controller is like that big.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah. But you know, I want to have a bit of. I might get one of those little tiny hawks just to stuff around with, because I like the idea of it. And it's a different type of flying. And those tiny hawks, I mean, I'll crash into the fridge 100 times and I won't hurt it.
Yeah.
So you know that's more on my style. But I do like an FPV drone with a decent camera on it. Doing waterfall dives and through trees and stuff like that, and making a cinematic thing out
Oh
of
yeah.
it.
Yep.
I've seen some
Well,
footage.
well, there's cinematic flying, and then there's that flip, and it's like you know you're sitting in your chair going like this, you know, and it's like you don't even see what the camera sees. You see is this motion going on, you know, and
Yeah. And a lot of them have got the old AM too, so it's all scratchy.
oh yeah.
Flickering.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw one guy say, "Well, you're not flying if it doesn't flicker." What?
What? What about the new Cinewhoop? I heard that was pretty good. I might get that one.
I
But
haven't heard of that.
it's,
Well,
Cinewhoop.
whatever you get, Tim. In my mind, if you want to do the cinematic kind of flying that I think Matt's talking about, you have to get one that at least has your ability to throw it into GPS hold and all that kind of stuff, and an anemometer to keep it steady and not. And you have to
Yeah.
have a camera that has a 3-axis gimbal, or so you can lock it and then get that shots. But it's much better. But the guys that fly the ones where the camera's locked in position, looking down, they gotta fly like hell in order to get a level shot. You know.
Yeah. That's what my first camera drone was a what was it called? A Razor something or other. Anyway, it was a 1080p thing, and I thought it was just give it a go, because I was flying fixed wing before that, and I like, and a lot of my mates were getting into FPV fixed wing flying, and got some really nice footage and all. I thought that looks really cool, and so I thought I'd like to look into drones. So I did anyway. This was a non-GPS thing and all that sort of shit, but you could actually tilt the camera before you took off, right? So,
Oh, okay.
but it was in a fixed position.
Oh, okay.
But I took off and had a look around. I thought, this is the coolest thing ever. You know,
Yeah.
check this view out, man. So
It's like
that's
a
when
bug, like a bug too.
Hey,
Like a bugs too. You had to position it before you flew.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, but you know, as you're flying, I mean, you don't know what you're going to be doing when you're flying, so the camera's never lined up. You know.
Yeah,
And
the
that's
faster you go, the more it dips. The slower you go, the comes
Yeah.
up to the horizon. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
And
So,
you know, and when you fly cinematic type drones, you're used to being able to just go over to the wheel and change things or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah.
afraid to fly FPV because I'm afraid I'm going to throw up. It's like,
yeah, I know. I was down in Melbourne that day. We went out to lunch, Peter.
Right.
And when we were flying out at the park there was me, Mars, FPV, and Victorian Aerial and Gizmo, and we all went out flying. And Mars got his little FPV out. Now he put the goggles on, and he took off. And watching him fly it, he's like this.
yeah. See, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
It was
Oh.
funny. I recorded him doing it, actually. Yeah. I said to his missus, I said, he looks like a bit of a window licker doing that, doesn't he?
I wouldn't know what to do, man. I'd be, oh man, I'd be like, flying. No, I don't want to get them whooped then easy and cheap and don't have to fly all crazy because they can't as much. No, I don't know, man.
Well, I was down one day doing a ship video, and I happened to be down there along the parkway where there's lots of grass or whatever. And here's an older guy like me, and he's got an FPV rig, and he puts his goggles on, and he arms it, and I'm watching him because I'm done flying. I just got it up there hovering, and all of a sudden he hits it like send it, you know, now, and it shot straight up in the air, and he fell over backwards right on the grass. And of course, at that point in time, he lost control of it, and it come down as fast as he did. And he startled a minute, and he kind of like laid there, and then he took his goggles back off, and he slowly sat up, and then he looks around to see if anyone's watching, and I'm standing there grinning at him.
Did you point at him and laugh?
Yeah, he packed everything up and kind of with his head hanging down a little bit, just went back to his car.
Yeah. My drone caught all of that.
Yep.
Hovering there while I had lunch.
It was like I felt bad for the guy, but it was funnier than hell.
It would have been. I mean,
You can't, well, you know, what you might want to do, Matt, is next time you're out and about or whatever, you know, stage that with somebody, get somebody to put the goggles on and the whole bit, and then like they take it off and then just fall over, you know?
Yeah. There, man. That'd be funny. I'll get
Yeah.
Ari to do it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ari,
I'm probably falling.
Ari lays on railway tracks for me. I'll guess he'll do that as well.
Oh, I think you would. Yeah.
Oh my God! After him sleeping on the couch for one night, I believe he would do anything. I can't believe he slept on that couch. Is oh man.
Well, that's like, I don't know if you guys had the same commercial over there is where the kids are talking about, it says, let's get Mikey, he'll do anything. And it's like,
Yeah, I
Harry
remember
would be
that.
the same way. Let's get Harry, he'll
always
do
do that.
anything.
Yeah,
They always said that Mikey died because of them pop rocks and he drank Coke at the same time.
Yeah.
But he's still alive.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Pop rocks and
Yeah, pop rocks and Coke. They said Mikey
Down.
died because of pop rocks and Coke.
down 10 Mentos, then drink a Coke.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I try watching Mikey at times, but it's a little bit hard on the eardrum, so I can't watch him for too long.
I blew two speakers, and the cat next door won't come back. Can't listen. Can't listen. I can small doses.
Yeah,
Doses.
that's right.
but
Yep.
No. When the cat starts, if you go outside, the cat starts humping your leg. Something's wrong. Something's really wrong. And now Mikey's all right. He's
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah. As you said, they were in small doses.
Yeah, he's a Pennsylvanian, so I'm a Pennsylvanian, so I understand. But
Oh, you're from Pennsylvania, mate.
yeah.
You know a place called Breezewood?
Yes.
I nearly got killed there.
What?
Yeah, man.
Holy
was,
shit.
I pulled into I think it was the TA, and there was a Pilot truck stop over the road. So I was in the TA, and the Pilot had a electrical store over there or whatever. Anyway, so I went over the road, and I had my camera with me, and I was taking some photos of the TA and what have you from the Pilot. So I was going to go back to the TA truck stop, and I got out of the shop, walked out, and I'm looking through my camera, just looking at the photos I took, and I looked to my right. No traffic coming. Easy mistake to do in America.
Yeah,
They're
look
all-
to your left.
They're all coming from the other
Left.
side.
Yeah.
And I was just about to step onto the road, and this truck goes straight in front of me. Vroom.
Whoa,
Gotta be shitting me.
crazy.
That's brilliant, dude.
You'd have been
Yeah.
like a bug on the windshield.
Yeah, it was a big Peterbilt, you know. You know,
Ooh.
Peterbilt better than Matt's built.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's a good one. I like that one.
I wouldn't have stood a chance. So yeah. So
So did you have to turn around and go back to the restroom after that, or what?
no, well, I didn't
I
have to
would've.
because it was already done and dusted.
Already done the deed. Okay.
Yeah.
Right in the pants. Right in the pants.
I couldn't believe how stupid I was. It's like, oh God, what a moron. Yeah, I didn't do that again. That's for sure.
Ooh. No, I stayed in Pennsylvania until I was about 7 years old. Then we went up north to the Ohio border, and then we went down south to southern Jersey.
Yeah,
and,
right.
We lived there, I reckon, until I was about 20, and then I moved down south. Yeah. I came over here and I still had a Southern drawl. And the first month I went to places like Macker's and to anywhere, I couldn't get served because they wouldn't understand me. And so my stepson, he had to take my orders for me because they wouldn't understand me. So
Oh my God. Was it anything like Chris Hopes?
Worse. Well, right around Chris. Right around Chris, yeah. Yeah, that was my Southern draw. Yeah.
He got on hell next.
I got one over her. Got one over her. I want some hash browns, goddamn.
Yeah.
Give me some
Yeah.
bacon. Yeah,
Some taters.
taters and bacon.
Who's that bloke? He was on, I think it was on Rodney's show, Tater.
And
yeah. Tater Rogers, yeah.
God,
Yeah.
mate, I was laughing my head off. He was he was cracking me up, that dude.
Oh, the way he was talking, yeah, that was good.
He,
You're
was-
right. He writes some funny songs too. Have you seen some of the songs he does?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a few of them on his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, check him out.
Oh, good. I haven't. Oh, I'm hard enough for me to catch up with people
Yeah.
in the comments on my videos. You know, I'm still 2 weeks behind on that. I'm gradually getting through them. Because as you know, when I comment on something, and I'll go to their channel and check their videos out, because otherwise I'll just forget to go to their channel, and you know, it can be months. And I thought, oh shit, I haven't put in for a long time. Yeah.
Well, it's
I
still
just
gonna
keep going to
take
your
me-
channel, Peter.
Sorry?
I keep going to your channel, Peter, and I'm wishing for a new video from you, from the Platinum.
Yeah, not too sure when that's going to happen at this stage. I don't know.
Dude,
We're all waiting. We're all
I don't
waiting.
care if you fly it from your toilet to the kitchen, mate.
What I could do is hover it. Hover it in the, I could hover it in the lounge in there, and I could get some video of your favourite Judge Judy, if you like. I could do
Do
that.
that, dude. That'd be hilarious.
That'd get a
Yeah.
copyright strike, though, I'd imagine.
No, fair use, mate. Fair use. Make a reaction video. You can get away with anything with those bloody things. Your reaction to Judge Judy's judgment on this particular case. And you
There you
stand there
go.
with your gavel and make your own decisions.
Yeah, you know, you could do a what do you think, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she right?
She's always right.
According to our poll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring 1-800 Judy's
yeah.
and get your vote in.
Is it
Yeah.
bright enough for y'all? Just
Yeah.
bright enough? Yeah.
Well, you know, that probably was a jacket that maybe Matt should have worn when he was going from one side to the other of the street.
Dude, the truck should have been wearing it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
He never gave
Hey,
you a
you know-
horn blast.
you know,
He never
Matt,
gave you a
I've-
horn
I've
blast
done
when
it
you're
on
standing
purpose.
on the road or anything.
No. I mean, he probably wouldn't have seen it. He probably thought he's going to stop anyway. Now, and by the time he gets to a certain point, you know, he wouldn't be able to see me with his bonnet.
Yeah.
So as he's going past, I mean, he wasn't speeding or anything. So he was doing, I don't know, maybe 35 mile an hour, I guess, through that town. So he wouldn't have expected me to go anywhere near the front of his truck. And I was just stepping into the gutter and looking right. And then he goes, vroom, and I'm like, oh my. And I felt it just go straight past me. Shit.
Ooh, I've done that plenty of times, Matt. I look to my right sometimes, and it's like, oh wait, where am I? But I've been here 17 years, and I still do it.
Yeah. You've actually got a little bit of a mix of an accent I'm picking up tonight too. I haven't really noticed it much before. Every now and again, you've got an Australian word in there, and then you got that American accent.
That's what Ari said last week, and he goes, "Wait a minute," he's like, because I was saying something, but I picked up all the slang, so
Yeah, well,
I lost Yeah, so I'll say, rocking to the pub or whatever, or go to Bottle I know all the slang. Believe me, I know the slang. But yeah, I think I lost some of my American accent. But
I'll tell you what. And here's a go. Here we get a little bit of Australian lesson here for you, right? Even though you've been here 17 years, when you say Ari, right, it sounds like you're going to say Oreo. You're going to have an Oreo biscuit. Oreo. Open your mouth up with Ari.
Ari.
Jeremy
Like a
Tundra.
pirate. Yeah, you got to be a pirate.
He said Oreo. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ari.
Ari, are you watching this?
Ari.
Are you watching
Oreo.
Ari.
Hurry up, you knucklehead.
For fuck's sake. Oh, I can't say F word. You didn't hear that?
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Well, you're on the late show anyway, so.
Yeah, this one's PG-13.
Yeah, Terminator.
It's not the
I wonder if this might. I wonder if this works. Hold on.
oh geez, your camera's gone, mate. It's really pixelated. You can't see anything. It's just a couple of eyes.
Hey, because that's my age.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Come on.
Should have bought a Logitech, mate.
And a Logitech wouldn't show the crow's feet. You know what I mean?
No, I've got mine on soft face, it's called. So it makes me not working. It's not working. It gets rid of greys too, the old 922.
Yeah, see, I shaved. See, I even shaved this week.
That's what you want for yours, Matt? Something like that.
Whoa, hello. Jesus. The hell is that? You're starting to look like my ex-wife there, Peter.
Yeah, it looks better.
That looks like Jim Boyd's auto-focusing Brio.
That's right.
That's a piece of poo, that thing.
See, that's what happened when never mind, I can't say that. Never mind. I love all my children. I was going to say that's what happened the night I conceived. Anyway.
Well, it went all blurry.
Yeah, that's what she looked like. When I woke up, I ran.
Yeah.
Ran.
Everything came in focus.
Oh, it did. Oh, yeah.
That's why he's missing an arm.
He left that behind. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny right there. I don't care what y'all say. That's funny.
I'm going to nick off because I've got to get up early tomorrow. I'm going out for another fly.
Oh,
Very good.
Yeah.
I got a
And
week.
I think I'm just going to shut it down here shortly anyway. So
Fair enough. Yep.
because it's 5:25 a.m. here.
Have you been to bed yet or what?
Yeah, for a couple hours. I sleep on and off because of my back pain, knee pain, So I changed over to this chair. Feels good for a while. Then I go get in a recliner for a while. And so it's a rotation thing.
Shit, man.
that's not good, man.
But it could be worse, Could be worse.
Yeah, look at Tim. Yeah, no worries.
That's good.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're all
man.
The sad part is it's just too bad we don't have Mateo on here to knock him around a little bit.
No.
Need the Mateo, mate.
Okay, guys. Well, everybody in the chat, we'll see you. And thanks, Matt, for coming on, and Peter and Tim.
Oh, thanks
knew
for
I'd
inviting me
make
on,
contact.
Matt, Paul. I enjoyed it a lot. Good to see you again, Tim. And
Yep.
good to see you, Matt.
Good
Take-
to see you, kid.
Take care, guys. We'll see ya.
You
Okay.
too. See you
Bye.
later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Look.